The secret's out. You'll see why. Sydney is one of the best kept secrets in the world. We see the best of Sydney in a day. We use small vehicles. We can cover a large distance. And what people don't realise about Sydney is it's a big city. And a lot of things you really need to see to feel the experience of Sydney is actually getting out of the central business district. You need to see the beaches, you need to cross the harbour bridge. And we can do, because we do small tours, you're not waiting for other people to get on and off the vehicle. The vans are very comfortable. They are 9-seat vans, but we never actually take more than 6 people in these vans. And we'll get you around to all the spots that really the Sydney siders know. Probably my favourite tour for the Sydney Opera House is the backstage tour. They only have one of these tours a day. It starts at 6:45 in the morning. You have to be there. So what we do is we'll pick you up from your hotel and we'll take you down to the Opera House, right to the front door, and it goes into all the backstage areas. You will actually stand on the same stages that people have performed on, such as Luciano Pavarotti, Frank Sinatra, Michael Bublé. And the tour then finishes in their famous green room where you'll have breakfast. And so we'll pick you up from there and then we'll take you around Sydney, and from there it's the ultimate Sydney experience. And you'll get back to your hotel about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just walking down to Mrs. Macquarie's chair. It's known to have one of the most beautiful views of Sydney. And if you look across from here, you can see the spectacular Sydney Opera House. This is Mrs. Macquarie's chair. It's over 200 years old. It was put here for Mrs. Macquarie, who was the wife of a famous governor, Governor Macquarie. And Mrs. Macquarie would love to come down here and sit in this exact spot and take in the beautiful harbour. This is Neilson Park. It's one of the small inner harbour beaches here in Sydney. It's a place we often stop for morning tea. Just Sydney Tours, we're here at Bondi Beach. It's a world famous surfing beach. If you come with me on a tour, I'll walk along this beautiful beach with you, and we're going to walk up to the wonderful headlands just behind me here. And that's the start of the coastal walk to Tamarama Beach. Breathtaking views, and local people love to walk it, run it, just stroll along it. And we'll do that as part of our tour together. Just behind me is the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and on a Just Sydney tour we'll travel across that bridge and we'll drive all the way around to what's called North Head. And it's the beginning of the harbour, Sydney Harbour, and then we'll go back to Manly Beach. And then when we get to the other side, what we try to do is catch the Sydney ferry back to Circular Quay here. And that's a truly unique Sydney experience. It's what local people do, and we feel it completes your experience here in Sydney. If it's opera and ballet that you enjoy, we can book you tickets, we can pick you up from your hotel, we can complete your experience by including dinner in your package, pick you up from dinner and take you to the Sydney Opera House for your performance, and then when it's finished, we'll be there waiting for you to take you back to your ship or your hotel. I hope you've enjoyed this taste of a Just Sydney tour. All our tours can be made to suit you. All our itineraries are flexible. If you've got any particular things that you'd like to see that you've heard about in Sydney, we will do our best to incorporate that into your tour. All our guides are from the Institute of Australian Tour Guides, and they're not just chosen for that. All our guides are very personable, and they are there to help you enjoy having a spectacular day here in Sydney.